Welcome into Under the Radar College Basketball right here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. I am Drew Martin, and we got two teams coming up this week I really like, and it truly is an Under the Radar segment. Each of them got two games coming up this upcoming week, so hopefully we go 4-0, if not 3-1. Hey, maybe even 2-2. Hopefully not lose any money because we haven't lost any money in each of the first two episodes here. Actually, we'll go over the recap before we get to those games. Week 2 recap, 3-1 plus 1.9 units here, $100 better, up $190. Just betting last week's recommendations on the two new teams. That's plus 29 ATS points combined. Kind of a barometer of how we finished against the closing spread there. And doing a recap also of week 1 here, or actually, week 2, we'll stay on it. In terms of the Auburn Tigers, we're a team we look to bet over the total, guys. And when you look at who they played, of course, at Georgia in the Deep South's oldest rivalry on the hardwood there, it actually fell short by 6 points against the closing spread. And then in their second game at Arkansas, big upset by the Arkansas Razorbacks there, and against the spread actually went over in overtime. So, hey, when you're betting overs and they go to overtime, guys, in this business, you look to just kind of take those and run with them. So, hey, we got a cheap win, but we'll take it on the record books. And then the Temple Owls, as you see it there on the bottom, betting the Temple Owls under the total has been a money maker this season. Sure enough, against Tulsa, fell short by 7 points. And then at USF, one of the easier wins you will find. I believe they only scored, 99 points or 101 points total, fell short of the closing total by 23 points. So that one was a good one. And finished the week with those two teams 3-1. So made some money on the two teams we recommended for this past week. Now doing a recap of the week 1 teams, guys. Remember in the week 1 video, we went 2-0. We had UNLV, excuse me. We had Hawaii and we had Alabama over. So it was bet on UNLV, bet on Hawaii, and bet Alabama to the over. UNLV last week, because we pushed it, went 1-1. Hawaii went 0-1 with a push. And then Alabama overs. Guys, looking under the hood at the Alabama Crimson Tide, they played Kentucky. It fell short of the over by 35 points. And then they came back in Oxford, Mississippi, and went over the total by 37 points. So that's 70 points difference off of the closing line in back-to-back games. You don't see that very often. So I think actually the Alabama Crimson Tide are something to watch going forward. And bettors, we can really get a good advantage betting Crimson Tide games here. So guys, overall, because we pushed them, if you just took those 3 teams this past week, we actually lost money there. But week 1, we made money with them. And then last week's teams with Auburn and Temple going 3-1 against the spread made some money. So overall, we're 10-5 plus 4.5 units. If you bet $100 on all of the recommendations to this point, you're up $450. So hopefully we can keep the good times rolling here, guys, and find some more winners. We're not going to push anymore in terms of, teams from week 2 and push them to this week, even though that's a philosophy I like personally to make money in college basketball. I just think it's a little bit kind of tough for the viewer to follow along in terms of, hey, we pushed UNLV and then last week we added Auburn. I know a lot of you guys get it, but I think the new college basketball bettors, it's a little bit tougher for them to kind of follow along. So in the comments below on the YouTube channel, I'm going to keep track of all these teams going forward and put a little post in there of what teams I'm actually looking to keep betting going forward and what teams kind of jumping off the train of betting on or looking to fade them. But this week, we got 2 teams, and these are the only 2 teams we're going to be riding for our record going forward. And this is a true under the radar segment, guys. So first team up, we got the Wyoming Cowboys, not the Dallas Cowboys. That's the Wyoming Cowboys going under the radar here. Jeff Linder's team is 20-3 straight up. More importantly, 14-6 against the spread. They're 9-1 in conference, and that's the Mountain West Conference, guys. This is a really good conference. By a lot of accounts, going to get 4, maybe even 5 teams into the tournament. And Wyoming is sitting at top of the conference standings. They've won 4 straight games, both straight up and against the spread, and 11 of their last 12 games, winning them all. So riding the hot hand here and looking forward to the 2 games that they have this upcoming week. they're actually against the two worst teams in the conference, and they're both on the road. So I want to look at their road splits here. Sure enough, the Cowboys 7-2 against the spread on the road. So they've played very well away from Laramie, Wyoming, which of course is the highest elevation Division I home court. So they're always going lower in the Mountain West. And at San Jose State on Saturday night, Ken Palm's projecting it -14, so we're going to have to lay 2 touchdowns here. Now, of course, we'll do the record keeping off of the closing line, but looking to lay a little wood here. Wyoming versus San Jose State. And on Tuesday at New Mexico, look to be laying 6. So looking to ride the Wyoming Cowboys in the Mountain West Conference. Of course, Hunter Maldonado, their best player, running the point guard. We're going to ride them and bet the Wyoming Cowboys this upcoming week. Next team up, staying out west, we got the Idaho Vandals here. Yep, 5-17 straight up, but against the spread, 13-7. So look, guys, normally profile-wise, we don't get a team winning under 25% of their games and against the spread winning 65% of their games. I look at that as a team to bet on because they are absolutely riding under the radar here. We get a team that's covering point spreads but losing straight up. I don't think a lot of people notice them. And sure enough, Zach Claus's team, they got a lot of things to like here from a 5-17 team. You don't normally find teams with this bad of a straight up record that hits 75% from the free throw line, 36% from the 3-point line. That's what, 54th in the country, guys. And then also their point distribution, a stat that I like to look at, how much percentage of their points come from the free throw line. Actually, 21% of Idaho's points come from the charity stripe. That means they're getting to the line a lot and they're knocking down their free throws. I really like that profile. So that points me to bet on Idaho here for the next week. They got 2 games, actually in-state game coming up against Idaho State. It's actually called the Battle of the Domes here. We're going to lay, 3.5 before the show started. Actually, -3 is available out there. That's actually tonight. We're recording this early afternoon on Thursday. Going to be looking to do so going forward, guys. And sure enough, they got a game tonight. So laying -3 is what I bet them at earlier. 3.5, looking at the WagerTalk odds screen against Idaho State. And then looking forward to Saturday night against Weber State. +7 is what Ken Palm is projecting it at. So Idaho plus the points in the second game, minus the points in tonight's game. That's what we're looking to bet under the radar style with the Idaho Vandals. So hopefully Idaho can make a little run here in the Big Sky. Last thing on Idaho, the Big Sky Conference, actually Weber State, the team they're playing second this upcoming week, is at top of the standings. So one thing I like here when we're betting a team that's only 5-17, granted, it's kind of a dumpster fire here, but a lot of times these ride under the radar. There's not a lot of separation. This isn't the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, where there's a whole lot of good teams. Of course, one team is going to punch their ticket into the tournament, guys. Might be Weber State, but I don't think there's a whole lot of separation between the haves and the have-nots in the Big Sky Conference. So I think that helps us out as well. So in recap here, guys, the 2 teams we're adding on record-keeping purposes here for Under the Radar sports betting show, college basketball style, on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. We got week 3 recap. We are riding the Wyoming Cowboys and their 2 upcoming games against San Jose State and New Mexico, and the Idaho Vandals against Idaho State and Weber State this upcoming week. So guys, hopefully we can make some money this upcoming week. It's been good so far. I'm Drew Martin, wagertalk.com. Check it out. Also on the YouTube channel, if you're liking the content, please smash the like button. Doing this each and every Thursday up through March Madness, guys. Let me know below in the comments section if you got a team you're looking to kind of ride, either bet on, fade, anything like that. I know some guys have thrown out Ohio out there as an over team. Also, Anthony Trebelli saying he's riding UNLV since we started this. He's made some money. Huge shout out to Scott, Brent, Allen, D Nice, all of you guys commenting here. Really appreciate it. Let me know this week, guys, what teams you're looking to bet on. If you're liking the content, that all works, guys. Best of luck out there if you're tailing. Wyoming Cowboys, Idaho Vandals. Let's get it. Let's cash. Thanks for tuning in.